Yes. Look at this. 44 degrees on the cold side. That is freaking sick. What's happening, fam? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well. So we're out here at 22 degrees, but the work has to go on. So as you can see from the time lapse in the beginning, I was unboxing my carbon fiber hood right here, taking off the old one, as you can see. And the reason why I was doing this, or I am doing this, is because about a month ago, I ended up doing some research on some fender vents on a site called Race Louvers, and these guys deal with a lot of aerodynamics and drag cars, so they know what they're talking about. So I ended up calling them up and when I called the guy, he recognized my area code, so he was BSing with me because his family lives, you know, close to me in the next town over. So he asked me for a picture of the car, and when I sent it to him, the first thing he was like, dude, you really want to block off this hood scoop? And I was like, why? And a lot of you guys might ask yourself the same question. The reason why is because, remember, that hood scoop was used for the top mount. There's no top mount there anymore. So when you move forward, you have a lot of air, okay, coming into your engine bay. And what it's doing, it's creating lift. It's creating a lot of lift pressure under the hood. And also, there's a huge possibility that the pressure in here, it's more than the pressure outside that the radiator sees from the air passing through. So what ends up happening is, and how he explained it to me, is that that pressure ends up causing ineffective cooling for the front mount and your radiator. Also, I have to worry about my oil cooler there as well. So if you guys understand, that's not good. So now I'm like, damn, what should I do? So there's a company called WRX Engineering. They make a block off plate for that hood. I can't show you a picture. I'll put one up on the side, but I sent it back already because now I'm like, okay, I have three options. One, get the block off plate, block off the hood, which is the cheapest way to go, but I still don't have any extractors on the car. And this turbo creates a lot. Even with the turbo blanket, there's still a lot of heat going on under here. Okay? Think about it. The car is 800 at the wheel, so you got to expect something like that. Now, I'm like, do I really want to cut into my hood? You guys know I could cut into pretty much anything. I got a pretty good hand, but the problem is, I just don't like the look of it. You know what I mean? I just don't like the look of it on the hood. So the second option was to get either a Saban hood or a Viz Racing hood that has built-in extractors. The only problem is the WRX Engineering block-off plate would not work because those scoops on the Saban and Viz Racing, I had it measured, thanks to my boy Melvin. He measured it for me. They're a lot more aggressive and a lot, the height is a lot more. So that WRX Engineering block-off plate wouldn't work. And then the third option was to get a scoopless hood. And there's one company that, there's only one company that makes it for now. And actually two of them, one of them who was really good, at which I wish I would definitely pay the extra money for this, was Marsh Composites. They make really, really good stuff. The only problem is he has a 13-month lead time. I'm like, no thanks. And the second company is Jdmuscle. I usually don't deal with those guys because they're kind of shady. But you know, beggars can't be choosers, and this was the easiest option because they make a scoopless hood. So instead of dealing directly with him, I dealt with my boy Arlen, who has his own company, Jenspeed Solutions, who's like a middleman in between them. I paid a little bit extra just not to deal with those guys. and all in it has been freaking fantastic. Really good customer service, checking on my tracking number, making sure everything is okay. And here we are. I'll show you, I'll flip it over. Right now I have it resting on this soft mesh right here because you have to replace some hardware. Now, the way I would take off my hood, guys, is make sure you take off these bolts here first, okay? Or nuts, and take off the props last. How do you take the prop off? Just use a flathead. This usually is like this. Just pry right here, open it up, and you'll be straight. What else? Okay, on this hood, you get a couple pieces of hardware. You get 2 of these ball pins right here. These screw in over here. This is for the props. And then you have 2 bolts right here to use for your hood hook. Now, I use my beauty washers with them because they just look a lot better. As you can see, these are from Downstar. And they have already bolted when it comes. You have this piece of wood right here sitting here, and these bolts are holding it in. You can use these bolts for that portion over there to screw the hood in into the arms, okay? But I have M6 bolts already with beauty washers, so that's what I'm gonna be using. It's an exact fit, which is perfect. Guys, when you're tightening this, make sure, try not to use any power tools. If you use a power tool, don't put it all the way in with the power tool. Make sure, you know, screw it in right before if you want to move fast, and then use a wrench, and once it's tight, give it like a little quarter turn or half a turn and you're straight. Please, I don't know the strength of this stuff, so you know what I mean? I don't know, I just didn't want a chance like stripping something out or whatever the case might be. So now I pretty much have everything back together, and I'm just about to put this up. Guys, if I were you, please use somebody else as well to help you with this. It would help you out a lot by using a second person. I have no one here right now, so I will be doing this on my own. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, guys, I got lucky. My wife came home and was able to help me. Guys, let me explain. When you're taking it off, it's easy to take off the bolts first and leave the hood struts last and take off the stock hood. When you're putting it back on, put the struts on last. Have somebody help you, screw the bolts in, and you'll be fine. Other than that, you know, I mean, the installation went off without a hitch. It's actually, as long as you have a second pair of hands, you'll be fine. But as far as fitment goes, it's pretty good. It's slightly by millimeters. Hold on. It's slightly by the millimeter, like right here, slightly by the millimeter shorter than the stock hood. As you can see right here, my lights, there's a little bit of a space right here, but it's not that anybody could see that. It's fine. It's actually pretty good. That rubber gasket buffers it pretty well, but it's a nice piece. And this will definitely help extract a lot of heat that's created right here, right exactly where the back of the radiator is. That's actually perfect. That's what you actually want. What else? Other than that, there's just one flaw that came with it, but it's not like a deal breaker for me. I'll show you. Not a deal breaker. this right here. This piece right here, that came, like it was flaking off and it chipped, I guess from whatever this is. I have black paint, I'll put it on there. And obviously I still gotta wipe all of this stuff down because there's some white stuff like chalk that came like on parts of the hood, even on top of it. That stuff can wipe off easily, but that's really it, guys. I'll take some shots and some B-rolls off the hood. Let me just clean this up. As I said, I explained the bolts and stuff that you're gonna need before. Guys, you're gonna need a 10 mil wrench, a 10 mil socket, a 12 mil wrench and socket to make things easy for you, and I think a 13 for these stock head bolts right here that come on that piece of wood to mount it down over here. As I said, I'll put also a link to the hardware for Downstar where you can get the beauty washers and whatnot. See how it actually looks pretty damn good. And that's really it. So guys, you know what to do. Definitely like, subscribe, comment, and I'll put a link to Jenspeed Solutions where you could go through Arlen in case you need this. All right guys, I wanted to give you guys a quick view of it outside in the light. Just cleaned it down. You look at it, the weave is pretty nice. You have that back scoop right here to extract stuff that's coming directly from the turbo that's sitting right here on my rotated setup. Then you have, as I said before, this big vent right here to extract heat coming from where the radiator fans and everything else is right in front of the motor. So you have 2 points of extraction. This is pretty big. That's a decent size as well. It's like an inch by like a foot and a quarter, foot and a half. It's pretty nice. Looks like a damn Evo hood, which is, I don't care. You know, I mean, the scoop is like the STIs or the WRXs, you know, trademark, but this is more for functionality purposes. I could care less about that. You know what I mean? Functionality is A1. And as I talked about race louvers earlier, I'll probably be doing something on my fenders right here, but it's a nice piece, man. Got 50 degrees. I'd say it's doing its job. Not gonna lie, this thing extracts heat pretty fast, pretty damn fast. When I'm driving with the hood scoop or the old hood, temps never even got this low, even when it's super cold outside, unless like I first started the car in the morning. That's crazy. This thing is even dropping lower. That's nice. I've never seen it this low before. Wow, and it's still dropping. All right, guys, you guys saw those clips. I'm telling you, I've never got that cold air intake temperature to get down that low, even in the wintertime. Like right now, it's freaking, what temperature is it? I think it's like around 36 to 40 degrees, somewhere around there. And that's pretty damn cold. So you would think that that air intake temperature would get down low, but with my regular hood, it's never done that. It's never done that before. And you saw from those clips, this thing got down into the 50s. So that's like super cold compressed air getting in there. So the hood actually did its job, and meaning removing the scoop is way better for the car, especially with a front mount. That's fantastic. I've never seen it like this before. Never seen it like this. This is pretty cool. So guys, you know what to do. Definitely like, subscribe, comment, and I guess I'll talk to you guys soon.